Hello, my friend. It's definitely been a while, but I have created a two-part series for you today for a full body, full class of about 60 minutes. I was definitely excited for it, and I hope you do enjoy it. I have been a little bit busy lately because I was doing an art market, preparing for it. So if you wanted to check out, I do have lots of art prints on my website, monikakupec.com, that you can go out and check out. I live on the North Shore of Oahu, so all of these waves are inspired by where I live. So I hope you enjoy my art. Aloha! So let's begin with our legs, one in front and the other one bent. And we're just gonna move our stomach around just a little bit. And we're just gonna pulse forward and back in this pose right now. So what we're going to do is just work on our hips right now, and then we're going to work up on our upper body. So we're going to do more of a full body class today, and this is going to be a two-part series, so you'll watch one video and then watch the next one, so you can get a full class benefit today. I know I've been lacking in my yoga. I actually haven't done any in about a month or since the last video I posted. So I want to give back to you guys with a full class. And we're going to take our left hand over the shoulder and we're going to focus on our chest here. So bring the chest up, look up, maybe look up at your elbow or right behind your elbow, but making sure you're not stressing that neck much, and making sure that right foot is flexed, so that way you feel the full engagement from your toe all the way up to your left hand. And maybe you'll start to feel a little bit of a burn, so that's a good sign. It just means you haven't been in this pose in a while and your body is being thankful right now. So sometimes when we have pain in yoga, it's kind of like our body saying thank you, because it's just releasing those toxins that are stuck in that area. However, if the pain is too much, just be mindful and know that maybe you just need to adjust something. But if it's more of like a stretch type of pain, then it's more of a thank you from your body. Okay, and here we go. So looking up over your elbow or next to your elbow, making sure that neck is nice and relaxed, not so stiff, shoulders are down, chest is up. So pushing yourself more to the left side, to the back wall. Maybe you want to set an intention for today's class, or maybe some sort of new intention that you want to set for the end of the year. So are there any goals that you want to finish before? Is there any projects that you want to start? I always feel that it's good to start something right before the end of the year, so that way you get the flow of it and you're not postponing it for the next year. Because your procrastination will probably keep going, will keep kicking in the longer you wait. And as a reminder that I am outside, so if you hear some airplanes, just use that as a practice of tuning more into yourself. So hearing your surroundings, listening to the sounds around are only going to help you become more present in your body. So there was just like a car echo that I heard. Now I think it's more of like a motorcycle. So there's all these different sounds that help elevate my body. And if you want to take your hand down and just put it more by the outside of your shin, you can do that. If you want, you could even give yourself a twist, so that way you're bringing yourself in that forward motion. Again, lifting the chest, we're not slouching those shoulders, and then you can look over your right shoulder, giving yourself more of that twist. Twists are very good for our digestive system. So if you've been eating not too great, or maybe drinking too much, if you're hungover, twists are really good to get your body to wake up again. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And coming back to center, try to grab your ankle as far as you can. Again, lifting that chest and lowering through that low back. You start to feel a stretch right over here on the outside of your hip. Inhale and exhale. And is there any sounds that you hear around you? Where are you? What kind of texture are you on? How does your mat feel? What kind of surface are you on? And becoming aware of these surfaces is going to help ground you. So we're grounding from our root, grounding from the elements, grounding to the elements as well. So inhale and exhale. And then just take your right hand over, just a small little counter pose right here as you transition over to the next side. So let's bring our legs out in front, and we're just gonna move them side to side like a windshield wiper. And then we're gonna take the left foot out and do the opposite side now. So again, looking up at your posture, looking up at your shoulders, relaxing the shoulders, twisting over and coming down. So maybe you feel that this side is a bit more tight, so you maybe can't go as far down. That's totally okay. But let's first get ourselves situated in the pose, making sure our heel is flat and the foot is flexed. That way we were engaging from the foot through the leg up to our right hand. So if you can, look to your elbow and trying to see what you see through the right side. So I see a palm tree, a bit of my gate. It's pretty clear out. It was just raining, but now the sun is coming out. So again, just observing your elements, observing where you are, and noticing how you feel. How does this pose make you feel? How does being on your mat make you feel? Maybe it's your happy place. I actually forgot that this makes me feel good. And sometimes when we forget to do what we love, it feels really good when we come back and do it again. It's like a renewal of appreciation. So if you feel that you've taken a break from your passions, don't feel guilty. Whenever you feel ready to start them again, you'll feel extra good. Okay, so try to come deeper now since we've warmed up a little bit. So maybe you can lower that elbow. Again, you can use blocks if you want to. You can bring this hand down. If you tend to have high blood pressure, it's actually really good to just keep your hand down. If you have your hands up, that actually creates your blood pressure to go higher. Not too sure why, but I read about it and it's actually a good tip, because sometimes you'll start to feel like tingles in your hand, so that could be an indication that there's something going on internally. So if you do feel those numbness or discomfort, do take your hand down and just modify it to somewhere else. You're still creating that same motion, perhaps just doing a different stretch for the upper body. So again, it's all about just tuning into your body and to seeing how you feel. So try to come deeper. If you want to, you can twist out with the left hand and looking out through your left shoulder. And what is it do you see here? What is it that you feel now? Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now we have my cat coming by. Aya, hey. She is a very curious cat. Hey. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And make sure to look at that left foot. Is it flexed? Did you maybe forget about it? Well, it's time to bring your awareness back to that foot. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, keeping the chest high, keeping your heart high, and lowering through the low back. Again, we're focusing on that left hip stretch over here, as well as opening up our inner thigh and hips. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, you can start visualizing any goals or dreams that you have that you want to start. Try implementing them as a normal thought, a normal habit. So what is one step that you can do today to start your next chapter? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Noticing how your body feels, noticing especially how you feel right now. Notice your mental talk and try to tune into your surroundings. I hear different birds. My mental talk is pretty quiet. It's still the morning for me. I did sleep in, so those things did help me ground myself. So what was that you did this morning that helped ground you? Or what has led you to this moment right now here? Inhale and exhale. So notice that the longer that we hold these poses, maybe you can turn, you're opening up your body more so you can go deeper into the poses. So I think I was about here when I started, and now I'm just a little bit more down. But I'm still keeping that same posture, that same upper body stance. Inhale and exhale. Again, just notice how just a few millimeters, just a few centimeters, you can go deeper into your poses. And if you're in the same spot, that's okay too. Wherever you are, just thank your body for taking this time right now to stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Let's come back to the center and let's just move our legs side to side, just so you get that stretch in. And now maybe you start to feel something in your lower back. So let's come into a Sphinx pose. So onto our stomachs and just lifting up a little bit here. So you can start, if you're pushing from your forearms, you should start to feel a little bit of alleviation in your low back here. And then you can point your toes or you can flex them, whichever way you want to. When you flex them, maybe you can feel it more in your low back. If it's too much discomfort, then just lower your feet. And again, just move your shoulders side to side so that way you feel them not be too tense. And then let's just work with our neck here, looking down. Breathe, opening the spine up. Just becoming aware of how your neck feels, not overstraining it, simply giving it that sweet spot of a stretch. And we're going to stay right here for a few moments. And if you feel that you're getting dizzy, just lift your head up a little bit higher. But if you can, just keep your head lower. This also is going to help circulate your blood. Helps bring in oxygen into your brain. And as you breathe in here, try to just focus on your brain. Focus on your headspace. So send your breath up to your head. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders. So that way you can move your neck a little bit further down. So inhale, send your breath up to the top of the head. Fill your whole head with your oxygen. It's like you're pouring water into an empty glass. We're pouring our oxygen into the brain, filling it up, hydrating it, giving it more awareness. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, soften your shoulders and bring your head a little bit closer down. Inhale and exhale. Try to get your chin near your chest. Being mindful, not overdoing it. Focus on your breath, sending the air to your brain. As you breathe, notice how your thoughts are dissolving, or notice if they are increasing. And when you're ready, just slowly, very slowly come up. We're just going to counter it for a few seconds by looking up. Smiling up at the sky, smiling up at the ceiling, wherever you are, being thankful that you have arisen. Inhale and exhale, and then just slowly move your head to the left and to the right. And then we're gonna just push ourselves to a child's pose. You could do a wide-legged one if you want to work on your hips, or if you want to massage your stomach, then bring your knees closer into you so you can drop your belly into it. Or if you want to work on your hips, just have them be a little bit outside of the mat and then sink yourself down. And then putting that forehead to the ground, to the earth, saying hello to the earth, saying hello to your true self. Again, tuning into your surroundings. Are there any new sounds around? What is it that you hear? If you'd like a stretch more for your hands and your shoulders, you can bring your hands into a prayer and then bring them over your head. So this is going to create a stretch in your triceps, your biceps, and your shoulders. And allow the chest and your heart to sink more to the earth. Saying hello to the earth and thanking the earth for supporting you. Thanking yourself for being here on earth. Providing your presence to the people around. And if you feel that you do not have a purpose in your life, or you're stuck on deciding what your purpose is, know that your main purpose here is to provide your presence unto others, to smile, to share your passions, and to do what it is that you love. Because when you do what you love, people will feel it, and it will remind them to also bring joy into their life. It may remind them to play, to be like a child again, to work on their dreams, and to live their life even fuller. So by you being authentic to yourself, you can help others be authentic within themselves. So thank this earth, thank your body, thank your soul for coming into this form, right here, right now. And breathe into this feeling of being here, right now. in this beautiful form you have chosen. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to sink your heart more to the earth. Reach your fingertips further to the front of the mat. Elongate that spine, elongate your body. Thank your body for being here. Thank yourself for stretching. And if you feel a little bit of discomfort, just try to keep with it for a couple more seconds. If it's too much, just come on out and then come back into the pose. Feel through the burn. Feel if there's any messages coming from the discomfort. This is your experience. Finding peace within the discomfort. Knowing that the discomfort is really just in your thoughts. Your body is being very, very thankful for stretching, for opening it up to its new cycle, for opening it up to this new day. When our body is open, we're able to receive new visions, new information, and be more creative. When you feel stuck, just come back to the mat, come back to your body, go back to your passions. They will remind you of who you are, of your true self. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out. Try to sink a little bit more to the earth. If you want, you can even bring your chin to the mat. You can help sink yourself even further. You got this. You got this, my friend. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on out. If your legs are more out, try to slowly bring them in. We're just going to come up to a tabletop. I'm just going to move your body side to side. And we're just going to sink our stomach down and look up. And then curling it all in. Just doing a few cat-cow movements. Opening up the spine again. And coming up to a down dog. And again, just feeling out your body here. Shifting your weight from one foot to the next. Noticing how this makes you feel. Noticing how you are doing. Let's bring our right leg up into the sky as we transition over to a lizard pose. So bringing our leg to the outside of the mat. And then you can stay here, or you can bring your leg down and come down to your forearms. Just working on that outer hip here. Curling the toe to help you. If you want to, you can bring it down. You can even put a blanket underneath your knees if you feel a bit of discomfort. And then if you'd like to, you can take your right hand to the outside of your knee and then just gently pushing it. So we're just gently pushing it out to the side. And this will help you open up that hip. So breathe in here and breathe out. And then look up, bring your chest up high, saying hello to the sky, saying hello to the room that you're in, feeling the elements. I just had a breeze come through, so the breeze is clearing my energy. So whenever you're outside and there's wind, know that it's more of a cleanse of your thoughts, a cleanse of your energy. Finding the good in the wind, finding the balance with the wind. Breathe in and breathe out. So now you can, if you need to adjust, you can take a block so that way you're a little bit higher here. You're going to start to feeling the stretch in your hamstring, in your quads, and everywhere. So your body might be screaming right now, like, oh my God. So just stay with it. Try to find, that sweet spot. Try to find a spot where you're not too screaming internally. Again, your body's just thankful because you haven't been here in a while. And that is a fact for me. And again, you can push up through the knee, so you can push up with the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, if it's too much, you could just come back a little bit and then come forward. So you could just rock yourself a few times and then come back into the pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Looking back at your back foot, making sure it's straight and aligned. Engaging through the chest, engaging through your core, keeping yourself nice and strong. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And if you want, you can play with those levels. You can slowly come down, or you can come on up. Inhale and exhale. I like to keep myself in a fist. It helps my wrists a little bit more. Again, you can just rock a little bit or keep staying in this pose. So a couple more seconds. This one's a really nice deep one. Inhale and exhale. And let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly bring that foot in. I'm just going to counter it here by bringing our right foot into more of a flex position. Our hips are trying to sink down, but not completely. So we're also going to hold this pose for a few minutes. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Notice where exactly you hold the tightness in your leg. Breathe in, keeping the chest high, keeping your gaze at your foot or a little bit up in front of you. Breathe in and breathe out. Try to sink those hips a little bit further down. That's what's going to help you create that stretch in the back of the leg. You can close your eyes to kind of work with your balance. When you close your eyes, you can also start to feel where you feel the different tensions or the discomforts. Sometimes when we take away one sense, we're able to connect more with other of our senses, and we're able to talk to our body a little bit more. Our intuition is able to come out. So close your eyes for a moment and just feel into this pose right now. Again, for your safety, if you feel yourself wobbling, just open your eyes back up. Inhale And exhale, just exploring your body here. Sinking those hips a little bit closer to the earth. So a little bit closer to the earth. As you sink forward, maybe just bring your hands a little bit more to your ankles. So that way it helps with your balance. Again, keeping your eyes closed. Noticing how you feel here. Inhale and exhale. Good.